Godzilla. New Godzilla movie coming in, what, Christmas, November time? -1. Okay, so he's kind of like the Final Wars version a bit. Kind of like a stumpier kind of face, rounder features. So let's give it a go. Landscape page, pencil eraser, hit pause if we go too fast. Got like a big frown, right? You just do like a diagonal sort of frowning look just here. Okay. And then the eyebrow, it's kind of like a formed sort of spike, right? So it comes around this way. Kind of looks like an eyebrow. And then like a line sort of down the middle. Okay. And then his eye just in here, typical eye shape, kind of like a grain of rice or a lemon. And the pupil is round. There is an iris in there as well, is there? So there is an iris. So I think we'll go here. There's like an orange or green color part of the eye, and then the pupil is like there. So then we got like some textures all around that eye. Like some eye lines and all that stuff. Texture lines. Kind of like that. And then, so he's got like a cat-like kind of nose, right? So kind of like, so we go curve it out this way, right? And then we got like a nostril that curves in there. And then one on the other side. These are like the holes for the nostrils there. Then you got like some wrinkles and stuff, just like. Going across the nose there. So then, right, we've got like this sort of snout, this weird sort of, so we got like a curved line here. And then curves around kind of like a cat, right? So it's kind of this round sort of section there. And then the other side will go like bumpy sort of around here. And then the mouth sort of keeps going all the way back around to the back of the mouth, right? And this will have like all wrinkles and textures and all sorts of stuff on it. So it kind of looks a bit like a lion or something. So the mouth then keeps going down this way. Like so. And he seems to have, does he have like a piece of skin? It's hard to see. But we'll do that sort of piece of skin on his jaw there. Kind of like a dinosaur. Chin then comes around here. We'll bring it back up. And it gets like heavily like textured and spiky and stuff along the back, right? It seems to anyway. It's like the bottom jaw. And then the side of the face, again, it's really textured and bumpy and stuff. All back here. It's textured all over, but particularly here. And this starts to go like spiky this way then. And bumps and stuff. Okay, so he seems to have like layers and layers of spikes and ridges on his forehead here. Kind of like come down the head this way. They go around all the way to here. So say like the eyebrow. We'll draw this here on that side, and then like his head. spikes just like come around here. So that's like the top of his head, and then there's like, these are all like rows and rows. Spikes just coming down the head. All the way down like that, right? Okay. And then there's like spikes and textures on his skin, like all these sort of bumps and loads of them, like crazy amount of wrinkles and textures all on the skin here. And on bottom as well, he's got like this bumpy bottom lip. Right, and then like lots of bumps and spikes and things all on texture, all on his skin, right? You do as much of that as you want. You could leave it smooth if you wanted. But in my opinion, texture is always better. Better to add some than not. So his teeth, quite small relative to his head, right? So like these kind of things. And like some coming down the back this way as well. And then the side of his mouth on the other side. Like wrinkles and stuff coming down. And the teeth here. Teeth on the bottom seem to be a bit bigger. Well, these ones anyway. And coming around the lip. And kind of sticking out the side here. Bit of a gum line maybe. And then the tongue. 2 bumps. And then it comes down, just sits in his mouth. Kind of a round tongue, not like crazy pointy or anything. So there seems to be like a bone ridge coming down here, right? Adding sort of texture lines on it just to make it look a little bit 3-dimensional, kind of. Okay, and then he's got like all these spikes that come down on the back of the head as well, like layers and layers, and they're kind of round sometimes. Like they're not like super pointy or kind of crazy looking. You could have like layers of them. Okay, that kind of a thing. And then the front of the neck is here. Again, it's bumpy, pointy, sort of like that, right? So we get the main sort of shapes in first, right? We get the body shape in. More of these spines on the back here. Okay, and this goes all the way down to an arm, a shoulder. So say, right, so we got like the throat, say coming down here, right? And then there's like, does he have gills? right? Lines there, and like some spikes and stuff here. And I'm not sure, but I'm going to guess that these are gills here. So it's like, okay, and then there's like some armor at the front, like this kind of a thing. Okay. So then chest comes this way, right? Center line for his chest is like there. Collarbone is like there. Chest muscles kind of just coming down that way. And then another sort of collarbone here. Okay, and then the body will go that way. And then we'll have sort of shoulder textures kind of there, like loads of lines. And then his bicep. And the back of the arm is all sort of just spiky and stuff. But, so we gotta go. So we gotta add like loads of spikes and stuff down here first. So, all this stuff. And this is like his shoulder muscle here. But it's got like loads of spikes and stuff on it here. Okay. And then there's like spikes here as well, in the middle. Right. And then his elbow sort of like bumps this way. Oh, bumpy. He's got like a big fin or something sticking off his elbow. And then, so that's his bicep, right? And then his forearm comes down that way. And then we have a big claw. Right? So big sort of crazy claws here. Another one. He seems to have like wrinkles on the top of the hand, kind of like his gills. That claw's turned the wrong way. Sorry. I need to fix that. So this claw should go down. I'll come back to it. Right, so this one like comes out this way, like a finger, claw. Right, textures all on these. It's like armor on the top of his finger. And on this one as well. And so I just have Tipex there, I gotta let it dry. So we get the rest of his body in. And like his ribs are like here. There's all textures there. That's all skin. And then the other shoulder comes out this side, and it's got like armor, layers of armor, scales and stuff coming down. And then the bicep there, and his elbow, and like that one, he's got this like bump coming off it up to the wrist. Right, and then his hand here, right, so he's got like the palm of his hand that way, and then just claws sort of sticking out here. Just sort of hooking down. Okay, and let's see, is that dry yet? Maybe dry enough. Oop, no, still a bit wet. So it kind of like hooks down, so you can't really see the nail really. Then we've got like textures all on top of that. Okay, so he's got those big spikes on the back of his neck as well. Like all down his back, kind of like the other Godzillas. So it's like coral reef sort of shapes, like this kind of stuff, and then all textures coming up. And then up the back. Some more down here. Textures all on this. Just darken up some of these spikes here. Right, that's sort of, they're the main shapes now. So now what we got to do is add texture everywhere. So you're going to add maybe like some abs here, maybe. Okay, so texture lines all over basically, right? So you're going to add, like, following the neck, all up and down his skin. All down here, right? So lots of wavy sort of texture, broken texture lines all around. Right, you're just kind of building it up. on his hand as well. So following the shapes. Right, and every now and then you can add like these sorts of circles and dots and stuff like that, just to make them look sort of scaly. Right, and like on the armor it'll have like vertical lines, the gills. Okay, and then so I went across, I sort of went across each limb. And now what I'll do is I'll go the other direction. So say on the arm, see the way I went down? So what I'll do now is like go around. Go around the bicep and the shoulder. And then you can go down this way. So it just gives another dimension. So sort of crisscrossing lines like that, right? It's kind of like a grid. The fancy word for it would be vector. Right. But I think that'll have to do. You can darken up some lines if you want, like to add heavier lines to like the edges of things. Sometimes that can help drawings like this. But you know, not essential. You don't have to do it. Just can be another dimension to your skill level. Maybe like he's shouting. Sometimes birds in Godzilla drawings can give good sense of scale. Right, that'll do. Godzilla -1. Hope it's helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.